Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will start this game off. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. We got to do something about that tonight.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they? But this is one they would love to put in the trophy case a lot more consistently. To do that, they have got to match the intensity of Michigan in this game, and they have got to be more physical than what they've shown in recent years.
Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play-action fake. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The give to the right. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years.
And they got him for the sack.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Taylor. Shakes off the tackler. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They move the tight end all over. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Wolverines will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Spencer. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do. These two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Got it in the middle, it's Loveland. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. 1st down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Warren. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Illinois.
He'll start this drive firing. It's caught.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He finds his man. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the move. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,